Welcome to the Tapping Into podcast with Sarah Tobin. That's me. I've created this podcast to help you discover and tap into spiritual, alternative and natural practices that could really change your life. I've been on a spiritual journey my whole life and I'm now an EFT or Tapping Practitioner. In this podcast, I have honest conversations on topics that I hope will deepen your soul connection, allow you to reclaim your power and confidence, know that you're not alone, and feel inspired to find out more. I really hope this helps you on your journey. Welcome to the Season 2 kickoff of Tapping Into with Sarah Tobin. Season 2 officially launches tomorrow, the 26th of April. But I thought I'd give you a little preview into the topics covered over the coming weeks. To kick us off, I open a conversation about sobriety. Something close to my heart as I'm just past the 6-month alcohol-free mark. This conversation is with Clemmy Telford, a podcaster, mom influencer, creator of Mother of All Lists and recent author with the book But Why? We chat about how she got to the point of giving up alcohol, how it's affected her relationship, and why she doesn't think she'll drink for the foreseeable future. I dive into the power of the mind with Leith Hampshire. When I heard his story, I just knew I had to interview him. Suffering a grade V5 hemorrhage in his brain at the age of 23, falling into a 7-day coma and experiencing a stroke, he was left paralysed. This is his story of how he coped with the shock and trauma of this experience and how he learned to walk again, all with the power of his mind and some pretty steely determination. This guy is inspiring. We take a slightly different view inwards in the next episode with Phoebe Garnsworthy of Instagram account lost_nowhere. She's a spiritual teacher who focuses on helping people align with their soul. She's the author of the book Align with Soul and was so gorgeous to chat to. I love diving deep into why we are here, what's the purpose of it all, what happens pre and post life, and all of that kind of juicy thing. Next up is my good friend Eddie, my yoga instructor, an all-round amazingly deep and connected guy. We chat about yoga, shamanism, men's circles, surrendering, and how important it is for men to take responsibility for their emotions. I loved that chat. I also loved connecting with Sarah Richardson about conscious conception or conscious fertility. This is an alternative form of fertility and pregnancy treatment, leading to lots of new pregnancies, births and babies. Her passion is to help women connect with their bodies, their sexuality, their cyclic wisdom, their menstrual cycle, their fertility and their own power. Lots of concepts discussed here relate to the soul conversation with Phoebe too. Another good friend of mine, Kelly, has launched her new healing business using emotion and body code therapy. So we discuss what it is and how emotions are created and often trapped within the body. She shares her own healing journey after the diagnosis of breast cancer a few years ago, and she's used lots of methods to heal herself. She's now doing an amazing job of releasing and healing others using this therapy. Check her out at Instagram, This is Kelly Day. Then we jump to New Zealand to chat to an Irish girl, Aisling Jackson, who focuses on empowering women by teaching them all about their cycle and how to connect with their womb space. This is an interesting conversation, for as a woman who is nearly 40 and been having periods since I was about 12, I'm really only learning now how to connect with that part of myself. I think many of us will relate to that. She's also teaching young girls in beautiful local circles how to connect with themselves in this powerful way. It's such a gorgeous and empowering conversation. She runs online courses too, and you can find her at inner.vibrance on Instagram. To round us up, I chat to Becky Hans. Oh, what a magician she is. She's a remedial massage therapist, pre- and postnatal specialist, doula and co-author of The Little Book of Self-Care for New Mums and The Little Book of Self-Care for Mums-to-Be. I had the pleasure of a few massages with her and she is something else. She is a self-care expert, so we focus on why we don't have a culture of nurturing the mother or having a self-care practice, and it's packed full of practical advice and not just for new mums too. As you can see, season 2 is packed full of different topics, all covering mind, body and soul. And I hope you'll enjoy these conversations as much as I did having them. Don't miss an episode, so please subscribe or follow or review if you've not done already. That would be so appreciated. And if you're new around here, check out season 1. I also explain a lot about myself and why I've created this podcast, so that might be of interest. I've also launched my Tapping into Motherhood membership and community. So check out the show notes for a link to that if you're interested in having a library of tapping videos, meditations, workshops, resources, all to guide you on your motherhood journey. Find me at Instagram Sarah_Tobin or tappingformums.com. Thanks for listening. Please share with your friends, and I hope you enjoy season 2.